The Secretary General of the People's Democratic Organization for Independence and Socialism, PDOIS, Halifa Sallah, on Wednesday, while addressing the press on the current issues in the country, reveals his party's position on the death of the Gambian children of acute ethnic injury.
It's already clear. We are saying, number one, the doctors who discovered the linkage between the kidney injury and the syrup must be given due regard. One thing that is clear is the neglect of public sector doctors. You will see them work for the hospital and also go to the private sector to be able to earn more income.
He encouraged the government to establish good payments for public sector doctors to effectively do their work.
So our emphasis is they should be properly remunerated and encouraged to render public service to our people, because health is number one to survival. And the private sector has health infrastructure, but they do not have a tax regime. The government public service is maintained by our tax money and our resources if we had sovereign national wealth. But the private sector does not have a tax base, so therefore they collect revenue from the patient. How many can afford that? So our fundamental position is, number one, this should be a clarion call or wake-up call to take care of those doctors.
Sallah suggests the government to equip the medical agencies well with proper materials that will properly test all medical products imported in the country.
We must ensure that all medicinal products, pharmaceutical products that are imported must be subjected to quality control and tests. We must therefore equip our agency with the necessary materials and develop in the short run close collaboration with other West African countries so that we build up a regime of quality control and monitoring of pharmaceutical products that come into the country.
The PDOIS calls on the Gambian government to lead the world in following the Indian firm made in Pharmaceutical Limited to find out the reason these drugs were made for the Gambia alone.
We must also be ready to follow that company which earns billions from different pharmaceutical products, but the information we have is that what was produced for the Gambia was specially for the Gambia. Why was that the case? So WHO is there, the world is accompanying us. Our government must lead as quickly as possible and ensure that we follow that company and continue to monitor the lives of our children in order to get the type of compensation for those families and our companies that may have imported those products, so that the company will pay should everything be found that they are culpable.
Halifa further calls on the government to investigate the current situation within 2 weeks or a month to come out with findings to address what has gone wrong regarding these syrup that have killed so many Gambian children. Reporting for Kerr, Fatou, I am Ramotulai Jawo.